We confided in one another every day. We leaned on one another. She's my best friend. Best friend in the whole world. There's no way in hell, no way in heaven that I did this to her. I'm 100% sure of that. I looked for justice in this trial. I didn't find it. Didn't find it at all. As regards to Marilyn's statements, I never pointed a finger at anybody. I just wanted the person that did this to her to be found. I loved her family just as much as I loved her. They call me a thief. They call me selfish. That is not me. That is not my character. I not only gave myself to her, but to so many friends. Her family, my family. There's nothing I wouldn't do for them. Someone was there. Someone was at our house. I should have been there. I vowed to protect her, and I wasn't there. I would have walked through fire for her. I would have stepped out in front of a bus for her. I would have died for her. There's no doubt about that. No doubt within me. They think I stole Brian's gun? Absolutely not. I looked at Brian as a brother. No way I did that. No way I held on for it for 7 months. No way that I planned to kill my best friend, the mother of our child. I have nothing left in my life. Not because of something that I did, but because of something that someone else had done. I don't blame the jury. I don't blame the prosecution. I don't blame the state police. I blame the one responsible that took Dee Dee from all of us. Not just from me. Pain has been felt throughout this community. Our families, our friends, people who don't even know. I'm an individual. I'm an individual that doesn't like confrontation. I'm an individual that usually will go along with what everybody else is going along with. I'm not hard to please, but this is a fight that I'm taking on. This is a fight that I am not going to back down from. And you want to know who taught me that? Dee Dee. Dee Dee did. I know she's standing beside me. She's telling me, Tom, don't let him do this to you. Don't let him do this to Eve. She's my strength, along with God. I think about her daily. I am not guilty. I am innocent. That's all I have to say.
All right. Anything then before sentence is passed on behalf of the people?
Nothing additional, Your Honor.
On behalf of the defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. The law requires the imposition of sentences in this case. This is not a matter left to the court's discretion. And for that reason, there's really no reason for further finding or justification. It is the sentence, therefore, of the court that with respect to the offense in count 2, the charge of felony firearm, the defendant be sentenced to the Department of Corrections for the mandatory term of 2 years, against which he has accumulated credit for 287 days. That to be consecutive to and served previous to the commencement of the sentence in count 1 for first-degree premeditated murder, which shall be by law that the defendant be committed to the Department of Corrections for a period of his life without parole. And since the credit has been accorded to the first or to the second count, the felony firearm, he has no credit to be accorded against the sentence in count 1. These, as the record already reflects, are to be consecutive sentences. The court, having heard that the prosecution on behalf of the people is not seeking a declaration of restitution, none will be claimed or set forth by the court in this case. The court will direct that the victim's impact statements in writing submitted to the court from individuals meeting the definition of victim as defined by statute be attached to the pre-sentence report and forwarded along with it to the Department of Corrections. That is the sentence of the court. Judgment of sentence will be prepared and entered forthwith. Mr. Foley, you've got the right to appeal and the right to court-appointed counsel to pursue appeal if, in fact, you're unable to afford counsel. Forms have been provided to your attorney. I assume they've been reviewed. They are for you to take with you to fill out in accordance with the instructions. Sign one form, give it back to the court for inclusion in the file to verify that you received those rights in writing here today.
Please, the court, Your Honor. I would present to the court at this time, so there's no question. I have, my client has signed the receipt of the notice of appeal, the request for appointed counsel, and has signed the affidavit on the back in that regard, and I present that to the court at this point in time.
All right. The record will reflect that. That will be included in the file for processing in accordance with the law. Anything else, Ms. Norris?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Mr. Schaefer?
Thank you, Your Honor.
This record will close. Let me see counsel please to schedule or attempt to schedule the evidentiary hearing earlier stated. Court will recess.